Yo, what up? Good morning, GM. Thursday, June 19th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler. Tyler, good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's a little bit of a weird day here with the random holiday. I feel like we're still not used to Juneteenth. And it's just kind of like on a random day in the middle of the week. Markets are closed. No one was even expecting it. So feels like it might be a slower day, but let's see.
Yeah, that is, it's true. I honestly had forgotten. I didn't know it was a holiday. And then I realized, wait, the markets are closed. Wait, it's the holiday. But we had already, that's why I planned the show yesterday. And I was like, oh, wait. And then I got told this morning, but we may as well run with it. We don't have to keep it too long. Anyways, so we'll keep it to the market. We'll keep it to today's topics. We'll keep it to Myriad V3, sorry, season 2. If you want to talk about that, couldn't really talk about it yesterday. It would have been useless anyways. So now that all the launches are out, so definitely some good stuff to talk to you guys about today. We're going to do a YEET giveaway at the end of the show, which is probably going to be a little shorter. We'll give you guys a code, and then you guys will be able to participate in this. And then, as usual, this show is powered by Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is a connectivity network shaping the future of on-chain UX. If you've connected to Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto is recognizable as Visa checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. But also, we are also sponsored by Kraken. Kraken Pro gives active traders exactly what they need: deep liquidity, full customization, and 350 plus trading pairs. Build your own layout with drag and drop modules and trade seamlessly across desktop or mobile. Go to pro.kraken.com and trade without trade-offs. Just a reminder that we are live on Kick. Check us out at Degenz Live, Degenz Live. You are going to be able to catch us Monday to Friday, 5 days a week on there, plus some bonuses. We have REKT Radio on there. We have Underexposed, and Sim streams on there. We're going to be streaming more on there. So overall, it's a great channel to get everything you need on there. I'm going to post the link in a second. But anyways, Tyler, looks like it may be just you and I today. So let's keep it at the topics, a little bit of market, and then get through it.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO hour cause the kid can't miss.
Yeah, folks, crypto majors are chopping here this morning after what was a relatively uneventful FOMC yesterday afternoon. We've got Bitcoin hanging out 104.5. ETH down 0.5%, 25.15, sold down 1% at 144. With majors chopping, though, there were still some big alt movers. So Aerodrome was up 18%. I believe it's up 70% on the week. Say was up 10%. And then a couple of those Solana ecosystem tokens, Ray and Jito, both up 8 to 10%. So some interesting moves in alts, but that pales in comparison to the moves in equities, folks. Circle stock jumped 33% to $200 a share yesterday on the back of the Genius Act passing the Senate. So a huge move, but it wasn't alone. Coinbase stock jumped 16% yesterday on the back of that Genius Act, as well as the debut of their Coinbase Payments, a new base-based stack enabling seamless 24/7 USDC merchant payments in integration with Shopify. So that was big news. We'll dig into it here in a minute. More crypto companies are eyeing the Circle IPO and preparing themselves. The latest crypto prime brokerage FalconX, they are now in preliminary discussions to IPO perhaps in 2025. In other headlines, the Bank of England is looking to propose new crypto restrictions by next year, limiting banks' crypto exposure and likely capping at 1% of assets. So Europe continues to move the wrong way with respect to crypto. Not a huge shock for the crypto flyover zone. Polygon co-founder Jordi Baylina announced yesterday that he and the core ZK EVM team have spun out into a new independent project called Zisk, where they're looking to build open source, low latency ZK VM infra. KuCoin, they're going to start charging these dormancy fees on inactive accounts that don't have KYC on them. They also said basically anyone who's in restricted zones, USA or China, you're not going to be able to do it. So just take your assets off. So I thought that was somewhat notable. And then Jump Crypto announced its reintroduction into the crypto space yesterday as well. So Jump is jumping back in. We got some breaking news this morning, somewhat perhaps relevant to crypto. Twitter announced they're going to enable trading directly within the app here soon as they look to build out what they're calling the super app. So that's going to be one to watch. In token airdrop and protocol news, folks, it was a lighter day over here, but Myriad stealing the show, launching season 2, all new website, mobile experience, 0% sell fees, a new leaderboard, USD rev share, and more. So we'll dig into that more later on in the show. In Kaido and InfoFi, we had Open Ledger announced $50K in rewards for its top 150 Kaido yappers. Peak and Humanity Protocol also announced rewards programs. And then Bubble Maps announced their third blockchain integration in the past month here this morning, moving over to Telegram's ton. So that was somewhat notable. Rounding this out, AI market cap up 4%, $9 billion. Meme coin leaders were mostly green, but still kind of chopping up 1 to 3% across the board. This Gore token was the sole meme runner of the night, jumping 15,000% to 10 million. And then NFTs kind of chopping, dipping as well. So not a whole lot going on over there. That's the rundown.
Yeah, wow, what a rundown. A lot going on today. Mando, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Life is always fantastic. Life is always fantastic.
I love it, dude. Someone needs to make a meme of this. Fantastic.
I'll let you know, but for now, life is great.
I love to hear that. I love it for you. I love it for you. By the way, this is literally the best coconut water in the world. If you ever follow,
Yeah, how you doing now? Did you do the IV
Again,
drip?
they never answered. I sent a request. They never answered.
Portugal.
So, yeah, thank you for understanding. So we're getting there though. We're getting there, boys. I'm like day 6 or 7, so I'll survive. I have survived.
We're catching your heat wave. We're going to be in the 90s Fahrenheit, like everywhere in the U.S. next week.
Yeah,
It's hot.
I would drink so much REKT coconut water if they made that.
Yo, me too. But like pure coconut. It's got to be 100% coconut or nothing. There's gonna be only one. Actually, matter of fact, baby coconuts are even healthier and better. This is baby coconuts. That's why I recommend this one. Fountain of Youth. Kokonos Wasser. Wait, this is German? This is German?
Germany does make things, you know.
What's nice about coconut water is you can just charge absurd prices for it.
Vanessa can't do that.
So you can just bake in so much margin.
Yeah. I mean, I probably paid so much for this. It was in like an organic store on top of that. Like I'm probably in for like €4 a fucking can. But I need electrolytes because I've lost a lot of electrolytes the last 5-6 days. So I need to recover. Anyways, where do we even start? Like, let's just start maybe with FOMC recap. I guess it was a non-event. I didn't even clock in to listen to anything this time around. I feel like it was nothing going on. But what happened yesterday with Powell?
Yesterday with Powell, to be honest, it was a bit of a non-event. I would say that we're still heading probably to one rate cut later this year, but he did indicate that it was probably going to be slower growth, higher inflation. A lot of that's down to tariffs. He's basically saying. So it does feel as though, yeah, we're talking about, we're talking about a non-event for the next 3 months, I would reckon. I think we're talking about he might telegraph it in September that they may do something, that sort of stuff. But we didn't. It was weirdly like, I don't know if you were following the market at the time. The market barely moved. Like even during its press conference,
So
like,
boring.
normally the FOMC is like bam, 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 bam. It was just like, okay, went up and down a little bit, but like a very, very quiet FOMC. Like look at that candle versus like the day before. It's like that doesn't feel like an FOMC day to me. You're
right. Like the last 3 or 4 have been insane. Like how did you clocked out of this one?
Everyone just batters it. This time, like, I don't think the market really wanted to sell off because obviously it's been selling off already because of all the Iran stuff, and it didn't want to rally because of the Iran stuff. So then you kind of, it felt like very much the second fiddle to what was really driving the market yesterday, and that's you saw barely any sort of price action.
Everything's so flat. Look at ETH. So funny, right? It's just like that.
It's been
Sideways.
remarkably sideways for a while now.
42
although
days now.
Yeah, it's doing. I think it's still holding up relatively well. I think today, in terms of the geopolitics stuff, it feels like not much happened yesterday. Like obviously, continued strikes against each other, which I said would happen, even if they were starting to even discuss a ceasefire. There was a Wall Street Journal article basically saying Trump has approved the strike that would happen, but has decided is not pulled the trigger essentially
Then
yet.
he said the Wall Street Journal has no idea what he's talking about.
Right. I was going to get to that. Yeah. So like,
Oh, yeah.
it feels as though, who knows? What you can tell is that like there continues to be military assets and it's not just the US now. The UK is also sending military assets there, including some of their big aircraft carriers. So there's definitely a buildup of military assets. I don't know if that's more like a threat or not. And a removal of some of the military assets from Bahrain, which would be like some of the most easy to strike if anything were to happen. So I think it's still gearing up for this like brinkmanship, and let's see, I would say. But it does feel increasingly like Israel may just go for this alone. I don't know.
That's my read. I think every day that goes by that the U.S. does not enter, it's much
This is
less
true.
likely.
So, yeah.
They're not going for it. I don't think so. Like they've removed. Did you guys see the Qatar airbase? It's like completely empty. And there's a lot. They've removed a lot of their stuff around there.
Right, but that would be because that would be the first things that Iran could hit.
Yeah,
So
because they're the
see what I
closest
mean?
to them.
Right, like so they built up assets in places which they've moved them to bases which are actually on the medium range missiles rather than on the short range, because Iran has a lot more short range missiles. So Iran could just like obliterate some US air bases if this did kick off with its short range missiles. I don't know if obliterate's the right word, but it definitely has enough to cause significant damage to a lot of US air bases. So the main ones are in Bahrain. Qatar, it's got a huge, I think, got a massive aircraft base in Qatar, and most of those are now not there. There's some in Iraq and Syria as well. I don't know about those, but they've been moved to bases slightly further away, basically. So let's see.
Yeah,
Definitely some treatment going on, but
everything feels on hold right now.
I need to revise my prediction. I thought this conflict would be over, this war would be over within 7 days. I think I said that a couple of days ago. I don't really think that anymore. It feels like it's going to be dragging out longer than that.
I think Israel said 2 weeks, and they're going to drag it 2 weeks. Let's see, like this is the first thing they said when they came in. They said this is going to last 2 weeks. So
I don't think it could be over if those bases get hit, though. So, for example, if they do hit Wardell, I think that's it. I don't think they would continue. I think they were just like, that's what we wanted to do. It's over. We're out. So it could just be over like that. But I agree with you. I don't know how long this decision is going to take. If it's just Israel being asked to do the job, like there's been some talk about that they would spend like a whole day trying to drop bombs on this one mountain, and like it would take a long time, and who knows. Polymarket still has 62% chance of US military action against Iran.
this guy that put like $500,000 on the line.
Down from 80 though.
Down from 80.
Highs was 69 yesterday. It's a 62, so it is down.
It's still high though. Like it's still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's 72% chance before July. So incrementally, they think it's most likely to happen in June than in July. It doesn't feel like anyone's coming to the negotiating table, although there was some stories.
Are they moving? Are the leaders getting out to Oman to finally meet in Geneva or something?
So the Swiss envoy is still the one speaking to Iran, and there's some talk that the foreign minister and/or I don't know if it's a prime minister, but but some ministers may be willing to negotiate outside of Khomeini, and then that was the first time you saw of that. But like, who knows, man? But what I put out today is kind of what I believe at this stage. I kind of feel like the macro hasn't really moved on this, to be clear. Like it's crypto's really de-risked. Like I think a lot of people have been like, right, I don't want to get involved, and we've had so many like headlines that people have freaked out on, and kind of just come back to where we've been for the last week now. My personal view is the risk reward is to be long. I think even if on a headline now, I think it would get bought. And then I think if there's no headline, which I also think is a possibility here, in that, but by no headline, I mean a deal is made.
It's so stupid. So I was trying to get to his tweet about the shorts.
Let's let our listeners know what we were just looking at. Quick.
It's a tweeter. So you go to Mando's, like the thing with Mando is like he'll tweet like something serious, like with the markets, and then he'll tweet this, and it's like a lady. It's a girl carrying all the luggage. The husband's walking in front of her, so doing nothing. And he goes, "When you ask her to be the hyper liquid of girlfriends."
Incredible tweet, A+.
Oh my god, man! God damn it. Anyways, fuck. I think shorts are starting to look crowded. Everyone waiting for knee-jerk reaction, lower to a headline. What if it never comes? Positioning now feels like any dip will be shallow or short-lived. Risk reward here favors being long. Personally speaking, I have not touched a single position in. When was I in New York for Salon Conference?
Wow.
And the Farokhs position I haven't touched since before Consensus Toronto. Even before that, yeah, I'd say I haven't traded in 2 months. Even though I'm like down on some stuff that I bought last month, whatever.
Probably a good idea. Like, but I do think a lot of people.
I'm down. I'm not up, by the way. I'm down. I just haven't touched anything. I don't feel like touching it.
Bitcoin's gone down to 103K a few times here on this, and it's felt like it's about to go down on a headline a few times. Like 2 days ago, it felt like, wow, Trump's in the Situation Room. Shit's about to go down. Like
everyone's like, yo, the B2 bomber, fucking like,
I think people really de-risked at that time, and then now they're like, I don't want the heat of all this. I'll wait to see what the headline is. I don't think it will rip in your face if it's a positive one, but I think generally this isn't the sort of market where it will tank to like 90K, even if the US bombs soared out. So,
but you also put this thing out, right? So it's funny that
says a lot.
Consensus, like it looks like sentiment here is more bullish because you have more people that voted 110K before 100K, including myself. But in the order books, way more shorts than longs. I find that interesting too.
I would just say this shows something very balanced. And I would have said if I had put this out when Bitcoin was at 110K, like, are we going to go to 120K or 100K next? I reckon this would have been 90% 120K or like 70% plus. At 110K, I don't think anyone was calling for 100K. I think people were calling for this is going to 125K. So I think what this tells you is basically what I'm saying. It feels more balanced. So it feels like if it goes to 100K, you'll get buyers.
Yeah, I think this reflects the timeline sentiment perfectly. It's
very choppy, right? This is choppy. Yeah, it's super choppy. I share it to get more votes, but
I'm seeing more bears in the timeline. But I totally agree.
So loud.
Like what's your upside shorting majors here? Like 10%, 5 to 10%. Like I don't think we're going much lower than that with the bid that's out there. I struggle to see Bitcoin below 100K without some massive headline, personally.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's boring. It's flat. It is what it is. This is the market that we're in at the moment. But there's still some news. Tyler, what about some headlines?
Yeah, but we got to talk about these crypto equities. They are the talk of the town. So first up was Circle stock. Circle up 33% yesterday.
Dude, Chat GPT cooked.
$200 a share. It told us to buy. One word, just buy. We should have listened. We didn't. Coping on the sidelines. At least I am. It seems like the move is on the back of the U.S. Senate passing the Genius Act. We also had some the Circle Bulls loved the commentary out of Washington yesterday. So Trump came out and made a very aggressive statement, telling the House to move lightning fast to pass this Genius Act, not to put anything else in it. Because we talked about the day before that perhaps the concerns was trying to mix the market structure bill with the Genius Act. He says, no, don't do that. Move this to my desk. We're going to pass it ASAP, and the U.S. is going to win digital assets. And then Scott Bessent came out and made more comments yesterday talking about how stablecoins can reinforce dollar supremacy, how it's not a threat to the dollar. It's an important phenomenon. It's been ignored for far too long. So you had the Genius Act. You had positive commentary out of Washington. Markets loved it. This thing is trading at 2200x price to earnings right now.
Wow.
At 200. 6x from IPO. It was very viable in the $80 to $100 range. Like, it was not that viable day one at 30 unless you got in pre-IPO. But it was an easy 2x in any size you wanted.
Isn't this a signal though for the rest of the market? Like, I'm so surprised to see this and everything else is just choppy. Like what Mando's saying, like, the price right now is so short, but most likely we go up. Did you guys feel like, isn't this weird? There's so much appetite for crypto, clearly. I don't
There's
know.
a potential negative signal here that crypto stocks are going to take all the inflows
Look at coin.
this year and not our beloved alts.
Yeah,
I think that's, I of the other podcasts that I follow, that's what everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, open up a Robinhood account, start trading crypto stocks. Like, this is where a lot of people are shifting. So I think this is 100% happening.
It is what they're saying. But like, what are you going to buy? Are you going to buy Circle at 2200x here? Are you going to buy Coinbase stock? I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's no value in those. But I think they're talking more about like the
treasury companies.
Yeah,
but that's like a house of cards. Like, you got to be in so early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Is it better or worse than the trenches, you think?
Trenches are god awful. Like, even I'm out of the trenches.
What I'm trying to say is that, like, you have to be in early. Like, I think, do you know what I mean? Like, they don't care. Like, so we would have said, oh, you're not in early to Circle, and then it's kept on going. Like, when crypto bros take over a chart, it's just a Ponzi. If we're all going to move to publicly listed stocks, it's all just going to be like pump fund charts out here. Get ready to see some of those on crypto treasury companies.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I want to talk about the impacts. Like, do we just need to auto fire like whatever the next crypto IPO is? Like, regardless of its merits or fundamentals? Like, I feel like it's going to be a very public trade as long as it's not like a shit company.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to do this, basically.
So Circle caught the bid, but it wasn't just them. Coinbase also up 16% on the day. They also benefit from the Genius Act. They also had this announcement yesterday, Coinbase Payments, where they are effectively moving deeper into the global payment space. They're going to have this integration, allowing merchants to accept USDC payments powered by Base 24/7 around the globe. And they have integrated with Shopify already. I was digging into this. Where this gets cool is they have a few different modules with how this is going to actually work operationally. And one is this, it's called a stablecoin checkout. And it's going to generate a pop-up that lets customers pay with their MetaMask, Phantom, or Coinbase wallet in a gasless experience. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know that I connected the dots. That's how operationally this was going to work. So you've got a crypto wallet with USDC on Base. You can go to any Shopify store that's integrated couple clicks, and you can use your crypto. That's cool utility. And it's taken us, one step forward to being able to use crypto to buy anything IRL in the world. And I think this is a big win for Coinbase because it's powered by Base. Also likely a win for for Circle, USDC, just getting more, proliferate across the world. So this is a big one.
Wow.
What do you think about the other companies that have all come through, potentially like Gemini and Tron, and there was another one today, right? What was this?
FalconX.
Yeah.
So the question is like,
it's probably the descending roller coaster loops. Circle is going to be the big one of the cycle.
Yeah. Circle was your Trump.
But Tron is interesting. Like I'm not sure.
What's the demand for Gemini in the public markets? Like it doesn't even, I guess boomers don't see that, but like when Gemini lists a meme coin, it doesn't even move.
It depends on the price. So they're going to be comps to Coinbase, right? Rightfully or wrongfully. Coinbase is at 75 billion.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know demand for that stuff, but I don't know the market's like that so much. So
I think you want to be next. Like, I don't think now is the time to be dragging your feet. Like I think if you made the decision to IPO, you want to go.
Hear me out. We're gonna SPAC Myriad. Myriad SPAC. We're gonna perform a reverse triangular merger with a publicly listed company on the NASDAQ. And we are going to IPO it. And the ticker will be MIR, but instead of being a token on chain, it's going to be a stock listed on NASDAQ.
I mean, it would definitely go up. So your call on that.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Let us know the.
Oh, shut up, Sam's, with your fucking. This guy posts host opinion on their own on the feed. Get out of here. Anyways, for us, we probably can't do this because prediction markets aren't even fully legal in the USA. So I don't even think it's possible.
Crime season, my friend. Crime season. Do how you like.
I wish I was a criminal sometimes. I just can't. I don't have it in me, man. And I talk about this with logs. I'm like, everyone's doing crazy shit, raising a fuck ton of money, and here we are busting our fucking balls. All their steps as fuck, doing our best. I just wish I had it in me, man. I don't. Yeah. Definitely not trying to max extract with that one. Definitely not. But it's okay. Good guys don't always finish last, boys. Good guys don't always finish last. Anyways, we're gonna talk about Myriad in a minute because I definitely want to chat about what we've got pushed out recently. But Tyler, in the meantime, was there anything else? There was a Tyler. We should talk about X. Like this is some pretty big stuff, right?
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of details, but the headline here is, let me find it. Yeah, Linda Yaccarino, chief exec of Twitter X, said that soon users will be able to make investments or trades on their social media platform as they look to get deeper into financial services and build this everything app. So we don't know exactly what that means. We don't know what type of assets likely means. I would imagine it's likely going to be stocks to begin with. I am curious if they'll open this up to crypto. I feel like we've gotten some mixed feedback on that from Elon. So my gut is it would not be crypto out of the gate, but maybe it is. Maybe that's also part of why they just banned a lot of those crypto accounts posting their own links. Who knows? There'll be some tinfoil hat speculation on this, but it's been clear they're going this way since they started monetizing the app. I think it's very interesting that right now, if folks don't know, creators who get paid, it goes to their bank account or however they choose to get paid out. If you got paid to a Twitter account instead of directly to your bank, and you just had those funds sitting there, and you could also make trades with them on X, it's kind of interesting, right? I feel like I would be more likely to just keep the funds in that slush bank and maybe try to run it up on the Everything app versus just cashing it out. So I think that's another perhaps lever they'll have to kind of keep some of that creator money in the ecosystem as well. We haven't really seen this. Like, I guess China might have a version of this, like their own everything app. I'm not super familiar. Yeah,
There's everything on there.
we
The
haven't
stuff-
really-
too. Line has in Japan is like known as being one of these.
Yeah.
Weibo or WeChat, I guess, in China, but I think it's more popular in Asia than it is here, or in Western countries at least.
Yeah, I wonder
think it
why.
is.
Like,
Anything
Yeah.
else? It's everything app. Like, I guess Amazon's kind of there. You would say.
yeah.
They haven't got a social media platform, do they? That's the one. But they have everything else. You know.
Well, now X has like exclusive shows. Did you guys see that?
Apple, maybe
I didn't know
Apple.
that.
But like, I don't think it's like an app. It's a phone more than anything,
No, like
right?
X is the closest thing that could potentially, like, they just announced like exclusive shows and the X exclusive. You guys not see that? X is
I
trying to
missed
get into that business too. Here, X Originals. Yeah, I saw that like a couple weeks ago. It's like like X Originals, new home for original content with Pomp, Khloe Kardashian, Celtics off season.
Number 2 listed.
Yeah, I know, it's so funny here. And I guess they're trying to do it X original shows now or something. Maybe I feel like they're trying to be a lot.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Khloe Kardashian one.
Yeah, you would like that one, eh?
Oh yeah.
Chloe in Wonderland. That's right down your alleyway, I think. But anyways, we'll see.
There's going to be
X
security
payments-
concerns, right? Like people, it's hard to keep your X account secure. Like a lot of people get hacked.
Yeah. I mean, the China one is crazy. Like, it's like tied to government and shit. Like, to join WeChat, like, you have to like be approved and go to the government, or it's like crazy. Tied to your bank account. Like, it's like literally you live on WeChat. Like, your whole life is around that WeChat thing. It's pretty wild the way it functions. But anyways, so there's that. So X, we'll see. I mean, they did say there's much more coming with the poly market integration, and we did say that like you need payments and trading first. So I'm assuming that you'll be able to do everything within the app. So I just wonder how they're going to integrate all this. Like, if I were X, I would just buy Farcaster and just call it, and just like try and like do some like really cool on-chain stuff, and like build from that. Farcaster has built some really good Farcaster has built a good skeleton. You know, it's got a great like base. Be a good move. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, was there anything else, or should I go on to the
Myriad season 2, baby. Let's go.
Myriad season 2? Hell yeah! Well, yesterday we announced Myriad V3, aka season 2, to go live. The website went down for a couple of hours so that we could move it. We've now, have a new website and mobile experience, which is optimized, and it's incredible. I'll share it on the screen in a second. No more selfie. This is something that drove all of us crazy. Yes, us, meaning us as well. Insane. We had a fee on the buy, which is normal, but there was another fee on the sell, which is not normal. So now you have no more selfie when trading on Myriad, as you should never have had. So it's gone. New leaderboard and new challenges, which, by the way, there's going to be some really good stuff going on. You should definitely pay attention. We have some really cool partnerships and integrations on the way, but first wanted to push out, a good product, like something that was like, ready and more robust. Like I said, network expansion, new partners, new players, new events, more ways to win, and then a new rev share program as well as that, with a one-on-one rev share linking for USDC. So you share to earn on all markets, open to everyone. USDC rev sharing for everyone will open at a later date. So we're cooking. We're cooking. There's a lot of good stuff coming on that front. Did you guys get to see it? It's actually pretty fun.
I did. I think we should pull up some of the lines. I've got some thoughts.
Ooh, how clean is this? Like, how clean is our branding? You know what I mean?
Looks good.
It's nice, right? Like, I genuinely think we have the best prediction market product out in terms of UI, UX. Like, once you use Myriad, you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is not everything like this? Generally speaking, I think it's so good. I love the new logo. Definitely need a little change. But let's definitely put up some of the lines here.
I think.
What's up?
I don't know what you think, but I think Kalshi I hate it. whereas Polymarket, I think it's all right. But yeah, I really like Myriad.
Look,
Kalshi, I
both
don't
of
know what the fuck it is. It's just like they're just throwing sports bets at you as soon as you like the front page.
I mean, they're obviously both way ahead of us, and I respect both of them equally. But I find the UI and UX is really tough. I don't know what I lost money on Polymarket once bridging there, and then never lose money like that. It happened to me 3 times in crypto. And I was never able to recover it actually, but I don't know. I agree. So, but look at how clean it's like, so simple. The new like front page. You have all the lines here. You have your home here. You have the markets page here. So now we have these cute little tabs, you know, gaming, economy, politics, sports, crypto, culture, all that good stuff. And then here you have the different lines. You have the news. So news tab here directly for like, you know, the crypto news, etc. Do we have a brand new leaderboard, which is going to be super fun. Soon as we like, we're adding like haptics and notifications to see who's buying what. We're going to add like a little social fi aspect to it. Like, damn, there's already people cooking on this bitch. That's crazy. And then new ways to earn, right? So make sure that you do all these, you know, join our Telegram, sign up to Kick, etc. But Tyler, let's definitely pull up some new lines here. We got what, 30 lines?
Filter by the USDC markets here. And the all tokens on the right.
USDC. Boom.
There's a little bull parlay that's on the board.
Okay.
So I think maybe for the alt bulls. So Bitcoin dominance, 70% or 56%, 58. You go no on that, or go 58 on that. I think that's perhaps the bull side for an alt rally. We've got
so you got the 58 on that.
Yeah, let's keep scrolling.
Yeah, let's keep scrolling. All right.
There's a few others that I liked. Ethereum next, 3K or 2K. 3K is the bull side of that. I feel like feels more likely than 2K. I like that one. Scroll down. There's a Sailor one that I liked as well. Sailor
there.
Not to sell. So no on that. I think it's kind of crazy. You can get 25%.
You can still buy this? Yeah. Okay.
Then you've got also Bitcoin 115 and 95. 95 is a tough number for me to fathom without some huge bad headline.
This is actually, Mando, what do you think about this one? That's a pretty good market.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to hit 115 first. It's difficult. I feel like it's more likely to hit 110 than it is 115.
Yeah.
Like 115 might take a long time to hit. Basically, is what I'm basically trying to say.
Yeah.
And who knows? There's always that one headline that can get you. Although I don't know how much worse it's going to be than potential.
Wow! Look at this chart. I like this market.
Bulls in control over on
Bulls in control. Slightly, yeah. Look how clean. Man, the new UI is nice. Shout out to the Myriad team. God, it's so clean. I feel so good right now. I look at this, my eyes are like really happy. Sometimes don't you just look at YEET, Mando, and you're like, oh, that's my baby.
I do sometimes. I mean, we made some changes to the bet feed the other day, and I think we put the amount that the threshold for like being on the front page like quite low, and it was just wild. Like I was like, Jesus, it's like kind of crazy when you see something like this.
Yeah, I like it.
Like so many people are using it. Even now, like it's kind of wild when you're just like, oh, look, all this stuff happening.
Yeah. No, hell yeah. And you see it all and you're like, oh my God. Just some notes. Make sure you go and vote for us on Abstract. Upvote us. You can cheeky 10K points. And then just some notes that, you know, when we did the migration yesterday, some people were not seeing their season 1 points and were like, oh no, I lost all my points. Hell no. You think I would let that happen? Never. Come on. You know, I love you guys. So any previously open USDC predictions can be claimed under claim season 1 button. Any previously open points predictions or leftover limbo points will both be taken into consideration while calculating your season 1 final placements. And don't worry, we got you. You won't see a season 1 ranking just yet because we're still doing final checks and calculations. And this is a fresh new season starting from 0. But we've removed the daily points cap and reworked the leaderboard structure. So you will be heavily more incentivized for predicting in USDC than you will on points. That's for sure. this time around. Some things worth noting, guys, is we hit 500,000 users. So we have 502,000 signups on the platform.
Wow.
$4.6 million.
Wasn't?
Yeah. 502,000 signups. We have like 35,000 DAUs, dude. Like 25 to 40K per day, depending on the day.
What? That's like insane.
Yeah. It's because like there was a whole abstract thing and then the badge
Yeah.
and this and that. So like, you know,
Wow.
that's yeah. That doesn't mean they all use it daily, but like it's a cool metric, right? Like there's a lot of like there's actively like fucking like when we did the Wallet Connect thing, there was 40,000 people participated in fucking Wallet Connect leaderboard. That's a lot. You know?
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. And it's all on chain. Like we can show all that. Yeah. Myriad. It's someone doing, I know I have some stats myself, but like some dude made like an insane dude dashboard for us, and it's just fucking sick. Like it shows you absolutely everything. Their data is a tiny bit off from ours, but it's really good regardless. And it just shows you like just like how much traction Myriad is getting. So like here, like if you look at this, it's like 4.1 million trades. It's actually a little more than that. This one shows 395K. So this is not up to date anymore, but it's way more, but it's like actually pretty wild. Like we're getting a fuck ton of like tractions. USDC has over 20,000 traders. Let me see if this one is more accurate here. See, these are like big numbers. Like we just don't have like insane volume yet, like the same way you know, Kalshi, etc. have, but like that's gonna come next, right? Like that's the way we're thinking about it. It's like you have good product, very good UI. I believe we have the best UI UX now in all prediction markets out there. And I think like I think I can make that claim. Like if you go try any one of them and then try this one, let me know. The one thing we're lacking on, and which is kind of fucking with the UI UX now, is this wallet integration. Like you guys on YEET or any other casino, etc. Like you shouldn't have to go, like you shouldn't have to like transfer this and like click 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons to have your ETH, right? It should just be like a deposit, your own native integrated wallet, and it can, you know, predict on there. So that's coming next. It's priority number 1. It's just that we don't have enough staff to work on 20 things at once, sadly. So we have to push V3 out first, but we're getting there, right? So hopefully people are gonna, you know, start catching on to those changes that we're making. And then once, you know, we have the right volume and everything, we can talk about the next steps. And there's that.
More long dated markets too. I love that. I know with the upcoming release, kind of you were forced to do a little bit more flash markets.
We had to stop all the,
but it's fun to see the longer ones. We can start tracking them more, see how things change over time.
Yeah, we can finally do, it is V3, Leo. You can finally do markets that end next year. We can do 3 months markets, 6 months markets. We can do 1 year markets, right? We can do a forever market. We can do hour markets. We're going to have live markets for multiple things. We can do a bunch of things. And then I know the selfie was killing people. Like people didn't want to predict with us. And I get that. Like, you know, when you have a sports markets and you're getting charged 3% fee to sell the contract, what would you predict on Myriad? I can't blame them for that, right? So now it's gone. And we can do a lot of fun stuff with the 3% that we charge on the buy side, because, you know, we can introduce a rake back program. We can introduce a bunch of different revenue share program that we're going to introduce with people. So we can now play the game with our users. So highly suggest everybody sign up to Myriad Markets if you haven't had, and participate. It's worth it. And you guys have a lot of fun. And for what it's worth, you know, Mando, I hear you talk about how gambling sometimes has better returns than the trenches, which personally I agree with you, because personally I do much better at the blackjack table than on pump fund per se. I believe that prediction markets also have a much better return if you're good at if you know what you're doing than trading in general. So, you know, it's worth noting. Anyways, hold mirror, get ref share. Listen, there's a bunch of stuff. We're gonna the flywheel is gonna be flywheeling when time comes. You know, I'm gonna go Myriad mode like Ovi at some point. Just not yet. It's not yet. I can't wait for that. Just like rage tweet like Ovi does all day long. You know what I mean? Speaking of Ovi, today's the day, no? 7-Eleven?
It is a 7-Eleven event, yeah.
He flew to LA yesterday. Dude, this guy is throwing a party on the rooftop of fucking 7-Eleven. Did you guys hear that?
It's incredible.
And he's got the glitch mob coming?
Yeah. I don't know what's happened there. Like he seemingly said like all
What?
these. Yeah, him and Tab's been cooking.
Dude, Tyler, you should go to LA.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to on this short notice, but I do have FOMO for this.
It's in 2 days. The party's on June 19th.
It's today. It's today.
No, but this party's on June 19th. The
Today
rest
is June 19th.
Today is June 19th.
Oh, I thought it was the 17th. Oh yeah, it's guys. You gotta give me. My brain is still foggy. Okay, I'm still recovering. All right. Why did I think today was June 17th for a second? Yeah. Glitch mob on the rooftop of 7-Eleven on Melrose is crazy. Do you guys think it's gonna sell out?
Oh yeah.
I hope so.
7-Eleven, big deal, man. Any news? That's cooking. Anyways, all right. This is where you giveaway. I think we covered some good stuff. Wow, we're a short show. We ended up talking about so much stuff. The market's not doing great right now. Fuck. I just want to pump already, man. I'm so tired of this. Fuck. 7-figure hell, bro.
It just does the same thing each day.
It's just I'm playing Mario Kart. Like I'm literally. Do you know how bad it is, Mando? I reconnected the Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
Like we're there. Like it's me and Danny like punching each other over fucking who's better at Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Danny's with you. That's fun.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Let's give away some money. What is it? What's the website? Is it Yeeterboards or something?
Yeeterboards.com.
.com. Yeeterboards.com is a new website, but that was all pinned on Kick. So if you were on Kick, everything's on there. Kick.com.
Kick, or you're listening to the show, go follow us on Kick. Go follow us on Kick. All the prizes will be given out to people on Kick.
And we pin everything there from the start, by the way. Like there's a whole thing. Wow, there's 150 live viewers right now. 275 followers. Let's go.
Did you see we did the first REKT video yesterday with Kook? It was a good show.
Oh, I missed it. I had like a million cars yesterday. I'll go. I can catch up, right? On Kick, I can watch replay.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, you can watch replay.
Nice.
I think all the shows you can watch replay of now.
Yeah. I really like what we've done with Kick. Honestly, 275 followers. It's only our 4th day, guys. Like, this is really good. All right, let's see this spin the wheel. Oh, the wheels now. All right, who's winning? Oh, this crazy wheel. Ace bar 6-1. Ace bar 6-9. Congratulations. You are gonna win motherfucking money. Yay. Spacebar 69. Spacebar 69. You're gonna win some money today. Did you guys cover all the drama yesterday?
Of
The Luckio.
Oh, we had a chat. Like it was all right. We just spoke about that, like what the difference is between. You know.
There he is. Oh, what up, Spacebar?
What up?
Oh, look at you. He's got the fucking banner with the 7-Eleven, the reg drink.
Go.
Oh, I can hear myself. Oh, you're watching the stream, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down.
Yeah, you can turn it down on there. How you doing, Spacebar?
Doing well, man. Getting ready for the 7-Eleven launch today.
Are you going?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I had an OSF last night. They invited me for a drink, so that was super dope.
Way.
Super exciting. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, you know what? Why don't we give you a fucking lot of money today so you can blow it all tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been doing this for probably 2 years and I haven't won.
No way.
Well,
congratulations. Okay, Mando, you guys can't be winning today. Yeet cannot get away with it today. This guy, you heard it. He's in LA. He was with OV Tabs yesterday night. He's a big fan. He's been listening for 2 years. So all 3 of us. He never won. He's on stage now.
We gave away. Plinko was okay yesterday, right? Plinko was decent. Plinko is the.
I'm talking about like I want this guy to make 15 bands.
Yeah.
Okay,
Plinko has been our biggest winner so far as a show.
Which has?
Plinko. As
there
this
another
show.
crazy game? Like we never played.
Or Plinko.
Is there some game where this guy can make like 10 grand?
please.
Coinbase.
You can make money on all of these games, but yeah, it's obviously you can't just like
Which
get
game?
jackpot
Well,
on
it's
Is this a
demand.
YEET original?
Let's ask him what he wants to play.
They're
Okay, what
provably,
is,
they're provably
you-
fair, guys. Go check out the differences.
pick a game. Pick a game, Spacebar.
Oh man, Mando, do it for me, man.
I feel like Risky Click's a good multiplier game.
Okay.
Like we could probably do
Oh,
some.
Shit, I hate that one.
Oh, he hates that one.
Yeah, let's just do Planko. Fuck it.
Okay.
Oh, I love Planko. I'm gonna say it every day.
Yeah, Sims and Tyler fucking love that shit. Okay, so what do we
That's
do?
easy.
You
Should
want
we
to do
do
one
50?
balls or a few balls?
Do $10 balls on 16.
I love that.
Oh wow! Okay.
$10
So it's-
balls.
So how many
500.
balls?
No, 50 balls,
50.
right?
50,
Yeah,
50
$50.
tens, high 16. Let me just write down the number.
Okay, so it's $936.90 in the account in 90.
Let's hit that 1,000 bucks, baby.
936. Okay, 90. All right.
936.90. You good? I got the screenshot too. I'll just send it in the chat.
Yeah,
Just so you
I'd
have
like
it.
to be. Let's see what
Okay. Let's fucking go. Okay. All right, Spacebar. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right,
Ready.
turbo mode. Let's send it. Yeet it already. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Nice.
Let-
Good start.
Yeah, 26 there.
Left, go left.
Oh. How much did you make?
Like,
I think 200 bucks
Plus the 500.
plus the 500. So we get 700 and
There you go. Well, congratulations, Spacebar. You made something like $700.
Cool.
I don't know.
Perfect.
What did you make there?
yeah, because he had a
Since-
grand to start with and it ended on a grand, so that's 500. What about a
Oh,
grand?
Yeah.
What about
So
grand?
it's a grand. Just over a grand.
Yeah.
Wait, you want $1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
So,
he hit a fucking 26x.
exactly.
That,
By a lot of
that 26x was
I didn't subtract the 500 from it, so it's just over
How-
a grand that he won.
Yeah, how much is in the account now? I can literally tell you.
1,000 something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you take the 500 away from it. It's 500 plus the 500 bank. It's a grand.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
congratulations. You're making about $1,000. We'll do the math behind the scenes and send you a Spacebar. Congrats.
hell yeah.
Have fun
Thank
tonight,
you
man.
guys. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate all the work you guys do. It's it's exciting. I wake up every day. I look forward to it. So thank you guys.
Hell yeah, I love that. Well, we definitely appreciate you, brother. Mando, Tyler, thanks for coming on today. And there's holidays all across the place. And with that, we'll start tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rock Radio. Let's go.